What is up, everybody? This is Cody, aka DFS Prodigy, coming to you live to talk about the upcoming Draftkings Thursday Night Football slate featuring the Seahawks and the Cardinals. This is a pretty good game on our hands. We haven't seen a good Thursday night game in a while. I mean, we've had the Jets, the Patriots, so on and so forth, just bad teams overall. And then we got a pretty good one on our hands with two high-scoring, high-volume teams that I'm loving. So up top, we have Kyler Murray and Russell Wilson. So the difference between these two guys is the price point to me. It's easier to get to a guy like Russell Wilson compared to Kyler Murray, but I think the ownership will be better for Kyler Murray because of that high price point. So I can see a way to basically have a Cardinals lineup and a Seahawks lineup and just try to be different in GBPs, having both teams because of how high scoring they are, so on and so forth. So, like I said, both of them offer you rushing upside. I'm more so on the Kyler Murray side for his rushing upside. He's rushed a lot more compared to Russell Wilson. If you see, I mean, it's crazy how good these two teams have been, especially with the few QBs running on the ground. So if you want to get to Cardinal stack, I like Kyler Murray, of course, GBPs, and Russell Wilson. I like with my Seahawks stacks, of course. It's going to be hard playing both these QBs because of look how much salary you have. You only have left 6,300 if you have both QBs. So it's going to be hard to pay out for the DK Metcalf, the Tyler Lockett, and the DeAndre Hopkins sort of thing with both QBs in their line. So that's why I like to be different and have a line of each team. So DeAndre Hopkins, he's been a beast. We saw him with that Hail Mary. It was crazy with the Hail Mary that he had. I mean, he only had one bad game against the Dolphins because of the pass interference plays, but he would have gotten a lot more yards because of that. So that's his only down game. And then you have DK Metcalf at $600 cheaper, who has been a boomer bust sort of option, but he's the man. He's the man amongst the boys. I mean, he's just been crazy, averaging a ton of yards. 28, 108, 161, 23, 93, 106. So, like I said, it's going to be hard paying up. So that's why I kind of want to do both. Watch your eye on Tyler Lockett. He wasn't on the inactive list just yet. The knee is a problem for me. So that's why I'm kind of leaning towards DK Metcalf and getting to a guy down here, which we'll talk about that I like as a wide receiver option. Chris Carson, he's just too high priced to me at 8,400. Either way, I'm not going to get to him. Even if he does play, I don't like it. And it's just a wait and see approach with him. So kind of watch your news on that. Christian Kirk will be the odd man out at 7,400. I'd rather play a few value plays and rather pay up for a DK Metcalf and Hopkins sort of thing. But I do like him. I like his targets. I like him overall. Kenyon Drake is a full go, and that kind of worries me with Chase Edmonds now. But Chase Edmonds is the cheaper and the more pass catching option. He's a pass catching option in the backfield compared to Kenyon Drake, who just hasn't caught the ball at all. I'm not playing any of these QBs, obviously, so getting down to Carlos Hyde. Last thing I heard, Carlos Hyde is a full go, also full participant in practice. And if Chris Carson does not play, then I love Carlos Hyde at 5,200. I like him a lot. David Moore is the guy I wanted to talk about. David Moore has been looking good lately. I like David Moore a lot, especially if Tyler Lockett's even questionable. I mean, we've seen it: 71 yards, 54 yards. He's looked good. He's a value play that I like a lot. He's seeing a lot of targets. I like David Moore at 4,800 a lot. Larry Fitzgerald, same thing. Getting you targets, getting you downfield options. He's been the sneaky guy. If you look, 13, 54, 62 yards. I like him a lot. And if we look at if we look at the wide receiver snap counts, we have Larry Fitzgerald looking pretty good on lineup study. So I like Larry Fitzgerald a lot compared to the other guys on the team on the receiving option. Kickers, I don't mind getting to either kicker. I wouldn't even mind rostering one of them in the captain slot because of how high scoring this game is. So overall, I don't mind kickers on the slate. Alex Collins is just a no go for me either way. I'm not on him because Carlos Hyde is now ready to go on full go. Greg Olson is just the snaps for the tight ends on the Seahawks is weird because if you look, 72%, 36%, 9%, it's just kind of everywhere. So you don't really know which tight end is going to go because if you look at week 9, 40%, 32%, 48 for Hollister, 32 for Disley, 40 for Greg Olson. You just don't know who's going to be the tight end on the team. So I'm off of that. Defenses is a no go for me as a high scoring this game is. Dan Arnold would be at the start if Max Williams is out, so look for Dan Arnold a lot. He's got a few targets last game of 4, so I don't mind him. if he's the number one tight end, and he's cheap. Any Isabella, I'm not getting to him at all, so I'm just Xing him off. Will Disley, I just can't get to him because of the Greg Olson thing. And to Jay Dallas down here, I wouldn't mind him as a sneaky option for only $600. He only had 2 attempts last game though, but Carlos Hyde is looking full go, so I don't mind trying to get to Jay Dallas if something pops up with Carlos Hyde. But other than that, I'm not paying down. The lowest I'll go is probably Dan Arnold at 2,200. I like that a lot. And like I said, if you want to do a full-on Seahawks stack, then I wouldn't mind doing the Russell Wilson with David Moore combo, and I don't mind the Kyler Murray and Darren Arnold combo, and trying to fit in the rest of your guys up top with DeAndre Hopkins, with your Metcalf, so on and so forth. So hit that like button for me, guys. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. It helps me out a lot, as y'all know. And I hope everybody finds this video valuable. Hit that like button for me, guys. And I hope everybody has a good and safe rest of their night. Have a good one, everybody.